Oh yeah, we have this thing where they're married.
It's conflict of interest, and I
It
told
would be
you
a
someone
conflict
would
of
bring it up.
interest, but is there a more
This isn't actually a show. She's on the radio, speaking weird on air.
specific
No.
term?
No.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
just conflict of interest.
Yeah, and Tom.
It's okay. Because I'm dating everyone in the radio.
Obviously.
Apparently. Oh.
You're about to be cut off.
Probably
Towns is
say
in
something.
The doorway,
I don't have anything
looking
to
at us
say.
menacingly, like he's about to.
No.
Just ignore him. That's what I do.
If Towns has been kicked off the radio and Marissa has been cut off, I'm really lacking in a couple departments of my show. So, Amy, I'm just going to need you to assume everything that Towns once was.
Oh, thank you.
And also take me to Berryville sometime.
Okay, I can deal with that. I really can.
You just got cut off.
What is with everyone's obsession with Berryville? I'm sorry, but Sweet Spot is much better.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Sweet Spot is
That's not
really
ice
good.
cream though. It's
ice
Or
cream.
that's ice cream. It's not froyo.
Yeah, but
It's homemade ice cream
they do
versus
actually.
processed froyo. I mean, come on.
Sweet Spot's awesome, but
it's better, and the people love us.
They do love us. They know us on site now.
Done.
Actually,
So, will you take us to Sweet Spot?
Yes, I will.
Boom, Towns. We're going to Sweet Spot.
The kitty cup is like
wait, since he's not Towns anymore,
With
that
our
means she's taking
discount, We
me.
get a second discount. Sweet Spot is the
Since
jam.
Towns isn't Towns anymore, that means she's taking me.
No, I'm taking cross country towns.
Wow.
Formerly towns.
I see how
I'm
it
taking
is.
Voltron and +1. Me, Kylie, and Towns are Voltron. Just to let everyone know.
I was gonna say, people that don't listen to like every single show present are gonna be so confused.
Entrepreneurship club. Amy, I think
There
we need
hasn't
to,
been a
plan our
meeting.
show.
I
Towns, I don't think they can hear you. Please go closer to the mic.
We're not late.
I think we'd have a good show.
I just
I think we
He's
would
not
too.
allowed near the mic.
We
That's
should have
right,
a
can't
show when
tell
we-
him.
We should,
Yep.
really.
And he was
When
like,
Towns isn't available.
I'm plan a show, blah, 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 or a meeting.
We're gonna-
Towns like,
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
You hear that, people?
Towns,
Hear that? That's my
Towns,
knuckles
one
cracking.
week, Amy is going to replace you as you, because I want to do a show with her.
Yes, that was the sound of cracking knuckles.
What's your last
Completely
name?
not assisted by someone else.
Vaughn.
Vaughn? Yeah. This is Vaughnsian Theory. Can I be the guest? Yes. I want to be the guest.
Use the goddamn microphones.
you were.
This is Vaughnsian Theory.
With Joe Beery and guest Andrew Towns.
Okay, so as Tom is ranting about the fact it's his job to make sure everyone uses the equipment right, he is not facing a microphone. I'd like to point this out. His entire rant about how we need to use the microphones was not heard because he was not using a
What
microphone.
I'm saying is
Change
not
of
being said to the air; it's
subject.
being said to someone else in the room.
Okay. Again.
But you said that to the air.
The point of this 12-hour radio show, we don't expect everyone to listen for exactly 12 hours. It's a bonding experience.
I expect everyone to listen for exactly 12 hours, even though I won't even be here for the whole time.
And by the way, after the 12 hours are over at 10 a.m., you should listen to Media Madness with Alyssa Bajek and Amy Vaughn.
They're going to be asleep. Bajek, yeah. Did you?
Someone is eating in the booth. I repeat, someone is eating in the booth. Someone get the Marines.
Get the SWAT team.
Or the Panch.
Wait, the sound team? Why do we need the sound team?
No, like SWAT, like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna shoot you.
Tom, I don't know why you came as Arthur Dent. I think you should have come as like a SWAT team member and had like an airsoft gun with taser bullets in it and just tased people when they did things wrong.
Are
We lost
taser
the
bullets
listener,
a thing?
unfortunately.
Probably.
Like it's a bullet with a taser in it.
They make shotgun shells for SWAT teams that are that have taser nodes in them, and they work for I think 15 seconds, and they will leave you paralyzed for like 2 hours.
I think the show is becoming too violent for our younger listeners.
I was just gonna say use a buckshot so you get more range on that.
Should have brought a mace.
Wait, no, you're not gonna get more range out of buckshot than you are out of a solid taser node.
No, like with the range, not like like just get
taser buckshot?
Yes, let's invent it. Just get a whole room of people.
I'm scared of this brave new world.
That's my.
We could take buckshot and like link chains to each part of the buckshot, and then you fire a net.
My personal choice of weapon is a baseball bat or a lead pipe or a nightstick, but if worse comes to worse, I'll just use my teeth.
But you have
I know, I
temporary
have problems.
teeth in right
When
now.
I get my real teeth in,
when I get my real teeth back.
Can we
It's
have a
gonna
radio
happen.
show host battle royale that involves pin refereeing?
My teeth, I had to get them.
Well, the desk isn't fixed right now. We haven't gotten to that segment
Why
yet.
not?
Because that segment's going to come when everyone's outside of the booth.
That's right, folks listening at home. We are going to be fixing the desk live on the air. Listen
Oh.
to this excitement.
That sounds about as much fun as golf or watching paint dry.
I think it'll be entertaining because I use a lot of colorful language. And I'll probably be yelling at a man that he's not doing it right.
Red.
Ow! I dropped the hammer on my toe. Oh my gosh, this desk is falling over and all the expensive equipment with it. Oh my gosh, run. I
use
do
a
not want to
sexier
pay
voice
for
than
this
that.
equipment.
I use a sexier voice.
Ah,
Oh, then.
run.
Marissa, I think we need to.
We were just told to stop by Kylie, who is,
I'm
by the way,
screwing
still playing with
in
the soundboard
the
on the computer behind us, just not on the air currently.
I think I was like, I'm a little slower than the average bear.
Yep.
I'm screwing in.
What are you
the
doing?
Screw.
Yeah.
By the way, nothing we say or do reflects the opinions,
That's
views,
mine,
or
Kylie's
values
job
of
to
Stetson
decorate
University.
the booth.
I reflect the values. I have a Stetson moment.
I am Stetson.
Why is the weather on
That's
the
part of the
computer?
thing.
Why is the weather on the computer?
Are we
Stetson's
looking
not a
up the
building.
weather?
Or money. Stetson is the people.
I think Kylie isn't participating in this bonding experience because she's on Facebook right now, and Facebook is
She's-
distracting from.
No, she's communicating
life.
with our listeners.
Actually, she's on Tumblr.
Yeah, I looked over and I was like, let me give him some privacy.
Is she your social media person?
We hired our friend Katie, but she doesn't do much, so we just took over.
I am the Townsend Theory social media person, and I'd like to tell you that you should listen to Townsend Theory on Thursdays at 7
I do.
with Amy Vaughn.
I personally handle it for my show, but the station has its own in Dorothy Hart, who does the punk radio show. You should listen to that.
Sweet.
Kylie and I switch up, so that's why it'll be like awkwardly like me, and then talk about like Kylie, and then
I don't
it'll
believe
be
in
me, and then,
advertising.
like, talk about
you're
Marissa.
supposed to
By
talk
which
about
we
it.
mean we're
Yeah, we
very, very
try.
lazy.
No, seriously, advertising is brainwashing. It's like manipulating you to listen to something you might
Says-
not want to listen to.
Says the media show.
Exactly. Listen to Media Madness for the hard-hitting issues.
But we believe
actually we just talk
advertising is
fangirl about
evil.
movies, but they don't have to know that.
Media Madness, where we believe radio is evil. It's just an hour of blank air that you can get away to think for yourself.
Go back to the healthy style of life.
Which doesn't involve media, apparently.
Nope. I told you, issues in media itself.
He couldn't handle being next to me for this long.
Yeah, I've just been deemed the new Townsend Theory representative
Okay.
at this council.
So, we can't have dead air. Someone say
Wait,
something.
Is it only 3 people? 2 people?
I thought we were
have to
like
go entertain.
protesting
I have to
media.
Go entertain.
Are we not still protesting media?
Sadly, no.
Oh man,
If we did
could have,
that,
like-
we'd lose our remaining 5 listeners.
we had like 7 at one point. I saw them. They were there.
Yeah, I shut down my computer. I was one of the listeners, and I just closed down my computer.
My dad was listening at one point. He told me my grandmother was listening, then was like, haha, just kidding.
Andrew is looking for something.
I think that text was sent during the shirtless discussion.
All my conversations tonight are shirtless.
Yeah, Towns' costume is being shirtless, just in case everyone didn't get that.
I don't think people want to picture shirtless towns while they're listening to radio.
If you want to see shirtless town, stop by the Edmond Center at 6 a.m. every morning.
I think that was advertisement. I declare that as evil.
Not if it's what you want.
No, that's still
Um,
advertisement.
Yeah, good point.
Isn't the very definition of advertisement telling people
Also,
what
I
they
think
want?
we're
No.
bordering on advertising something that is illegal.
What?
Shirtlessness?
Public indecency.
Not illegal.
Not
I'm
illegal?
better than decent.
Well, not like shirtlessness isn't illegal. That's like if you're not wearing pants.
I should play Twister by myself right now.
I'd beat you in Twister.
So, yes, we were playing Twister earlier.
And I fell on my butt. And I had a whole bunch of other people's butts in my faces. My face is my face. Whoops. Weird. I don't have just, I have one face.
New
not
me
multiple.
has like 3 faces.
My wig fell off,
And
I slept on it.
Actually, referring to my faces, I guess I'm pretty sure I'm like schizophrenic. Like I have multiple personalities. So
You
that
still
would
wouldn't
make
have
sense.
multiple faces. You'd still only have the one face. You'd have
Yeah,
multiple like
metaphorical faces.
people speaking through that face.
I don't know. I'm crazy.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
But like faces is something you can like see. You can like that's like tangible. You'd be able to tell.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. And I'd just like to point out that we lost listeners due to the fact that they had no idea what was going on.
Yep.
They're messaging me right now like, what is going on? So I'd just like to tell you that this is why we're losing listeners.
Yeah.
That's a sign I should get out of the booth.
There's something I've been
So-
telling everyone since the day they all started their shows. You can have too many cooks in the kitchen. The ideal size of a radio broadcasting team is approximately 3.
I think one's good enough. Just me.
One can suffice, but it's typically not very good if you want to have a conversation with someone, obviously.
Hold on, am I being fired?
No.
Yes.
Or at least she might be firing you for your guys' show, but she's not firing you from anything.
Yes.
From, like, the radio as a whole.
I gave you the idea.
I have conversations with myself all the time. I think I'd be good at it.
The one time I left you alone, you laughed 10 minutes in.
Someone was listening, and I felt really lonely and scared.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
wait, so you just, walk out in the middle of your show, yet you want to be in charge of stuff? You're not making a great case for yourself.
Oh, crap. For those of you who haven't been listening for long, I'm trying to be supreme ruler of the airwaves, but Tom, the manager, says I can't do it. I think I can, but he has proved a valid point. I admit I was a coward, and I did not stay alone during my show when Alyssa was absent.
This has nothing to do with your qualifications for super.
There.
The details, it'll come out during the reading of 50 Shades of Grey at 1 in the morning, because it's basically the same story. I think. I actually don't know the first thing about 50 Shades of Grey,
Neither
which is
do
going to
I.
make reading it interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine that was the same as what happened to us, but literally no idea.
What I was reading, they like, oh my god, I thought I just broke something.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm just.
It's not
So you're reading from it now.
You broke it, and I'm like, no.
Are you reading from it now?
No, I
Okay.
think Amy and I last year did a dramatic reading to Kylie
Okay.
of it, and it was like something meeting him in an interview or something.
It made me very uncomfortable last year because we were doing this in the middle of the common room.
I think
Huh.
you enjoyed it.
What hall?
Nemec,
Nemec. Okay.
Lower Delta,
There's like 6 different common rooms.
Lower Delta.
There's one common room in Lower Delta.
Yeah.
There would be 10.
In
Because-
Delta.
No, in Nemec.
Nemec. I don't know.
Because 5 by 2.
I believe
Also,
it.
your Band-Aid's coming off.
So Tom, I have a question.
Yes.
When you read 50 Shades of Grey tonight, do you want
Tomorrow,
to read?
technically. But
Oh yeah, at 1 a.m. Would you like to read from 50 Shades of Grey, the sequel, 50 Shades Darker, or the last book in the trilogy?
I think
50
you should
Shades
start at the
Free?
beginning.
So we're just gonna start. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
find the.
I found text of it online, so I have that ready to go. If
Oh,
I could read it off of like something instead of the computer, that'd
I
be
have.
great. But
I think I have it on my Kindle.
oh, that'd be nice.
We're not going to talk about how that ended up on my Kindle, but here's the first one. Okay, yeah. Well, it's also on my Kindle app on my phone. So, well, you see, it started off with me going, "Oh, hey, this is a New York Times bestseller. Ergo, it has to be a good book." And I bought the trilogy pack thinking, "Oh, this has to be a good book if it's a New York Times bestseller." Let me put it to you this way. New York Times bestseller list lies all the time.
Well, it doesn't lie. It's just that really crappy books get sold a lot.
Yeah, which made me really upset.
Fun fact: the Bible is the most shoplifted book in the world.
Really? Because
Yeah,
I
go
thought,
figure.
because I heard somewhere that the Karma Sutra was.
I think the whole Bible statistic comes from the fact that they're in like every hotel room and people tend to just take
Oh,
them.
yeah, because the statistics I were reading was talking about most illegally downloaded books. So I guess
Oh, okay.
there's a difference.
No, like this is like stolen, like physical copies taken from places.
E.L. James is a former TV executive, wife and mother too, based in West London. Since early childhood, she dreamed of writing stories that readers would fall in love with.
Don't tell me anything. I want to go into it as blind as possible.
Give us your glasses.
That was actually really funny.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, question. Since the sense of smell is actually a sense,
Yes.
and the sight is a sense, you go around with like, if you take off your glasses, you only have touch, hearing, and taste.
He doesn't even have hearing that well.
Yeah, and taste is like.
I have really good hearing. What are you talking about?
I say stuff to you all the time, and you're like, I can't hear out this ear. And I'm like, okay.
What? No, when?
Aren't you the person who says you can't hear out your ear?
What a lot to you.
Oh, he
That's
says
not-
what? What?
One, both of my ears are fine. Two, if you try and talk to me in the comments, I'm not going to hear a word of it because like I said, I have very good hearing and I hear everything else that's going on. As a consequence, I can barely hear the person standing on the other side of the table with me. And by standing, I mean sitting, but whatever.
So basically, you have two senses: hearing and touch.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, my vision is fine if I'm wearing my glasses.
Kayla, we went over this previously. Act as though I'm not taking pictures.
I have this gook all over my face. I know it's part of the.
Is it not meant to be there?
No, it's part of the Holy Festival. And
If you're gonna talk into the microphone.
I'm not talking.
We have a liar in the booth. We're not going to hear from them, though.
Say that, Kylie, but okay.
Everyone's just kind of glaring.
Did
at
you just call what?
I said I was gonna say that, but you covered it for me. Our roommate telepathy. Oh God, Katie's. What is?
Does
she
she-
bring?
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it
She's bringing shit.
Gators,
She no.
popcorn.
No.
What is it?
No food in the booth.
I wanna
No
see what it
food.
is.
I don't know. I thought that she was carrying a 6-pack of beer at first, and I was like, Jesus, this is not what we need. Because then I'm just gonna.
Tom says no food in booth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I was gonna turn into a cuddle monster if I drink some beer,
Oh, like Joe?
like Joe.
Never mind.
Wait,
Joe's not a cuddle monster.
is he?
I would just like to say that what Katie had
I'm gonna
was
go sleep
not
on
a
the
six
honor
pack.
sofa when I get wasted.
What Katie had was not a 6-pack. In fact, it was a package of a whole bunch of junk food, of which I then had to tell her that Tom said no food in the booth. Because I'm a good host like that in junk.
Sometimes I feel like we don't need to invite the boss.
Sometimes I feel like you shouldn't be sleeping with the boss.
Burn.
Andrew and I are just kind of lost. At
Yeah,
this
we're
point.
yeah.
Hey,
I thought
excuse me. We just learned that Andrew is sleeping with the boss. That's how he
What?
got. That's how he got the promotion.
that was. It
Like,
was.
let
Oh,
him
I was
untap that.
elected. I was elected.
It was. I read the votes and actually Christian won.
Why'd you say my name then? That's
'Cause
on
Tom
you.
said he was gonna fire me if I didn't say you won.
Okay, I believe it.
'Cause
For the sake of my job, I just want to point out that none of this is true. Please continue, but I really
I was
feel
actually
I need to point that out.
democratically elected.
anything I say usually is not true. Just to let everyone know.
Which is weird because I'm actually like the voice of truth in this moment, which is hilarious. Because I'm not ever. I'm like
What can I
trying to
say?
cause
the blonde
more
me
trouble.
is evil and a liar. The brunette me is.
Evil and a liar,
But your hair's black now.
Oh yeah, it is.
which is evil and lying.
Mm-hmm. So when I'm brunette, I'm normal.
No, you're an
Like-
evil liar.
No.
Fine, you evil and you lie.
No.
Yes.
I lie for good. When I'm a brunette, I'm manatee girl, and I lie for the good of manatees. You can't argue that. Done. You're shut down.
Do you lie like, oh,
No.
speedboats are good for manatees? Those sorts of lies help manatees.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would that be good for a man?
It wouldn't. It
Because
wouldn't.
inhumanity just wants to do things bad for manatees. So if I say manatees love speedboats, then you'd be like, oh,
Not gonna use those speedboats.
not gonna use those speedboats.
Not
now.
near those manatees. I'm in a
They
no wake
enjoy
zone
them.
for a reason. Oh wait, it's a wake zone now. For wake.
Yeah.
What?
We're planning on writing Manatee Girl.
Yeah. Microphone Kayla. Do do do.
But yeah, we
Microphone
are
Kayla.
planning
Just
on
learned
writing
Kayla's
it.
name because of
And
that.
then voice acting it. And then recording it and posting it on YouTube. Yada da.
Miyadada. Did you go to the fair today?
I didn't,
Neither did I.
but you got the tickets. So.
Yeah, I'm from.
There was a
someone else.
fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I have proof.
Yeah, but what was the fair?
I don't know. There was
for?
like, someone said like a boo festival. I don't know. I was.
Oh
told there was
yeah,
a
we passed
boo
that.
festival. I wasn't into land today. I was at Universal being told where to pee.
Everybody. I can't call him what I normally call him. Awkward Adam's here, guys.
Awkward Adam's here. He's in my hall. He's awkward.
We need to keep talking so there's
All
no
right.
dead air. I'm just No, I don't want to
Okay.
put on music because this is something very interesting.
What's interesting?
No dead air.
Awkward Adam's back.
Oh, okay.
Awkward Adam's back.
Is he back? When was he last here?
He used to host a show, The
Oh.
Midnight Hour with Adam Balaban. It's still on the What Radio website, Tom.
There isn't a What Radio website right now until
I
Lewis gets it together.
Are you sure about that? Because I just pulled up the What Radio website.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah, I
open
saw
on
it on
this
your
computer.
computer.
It'll open on
Great.
this computer.
Wha-
but it
no,
won't
no
open
other
on
computer?
ones.
That's-
Nope.
That doesn't make
No, but here, bring up the
That
website
makes zero
and then
sense.
try to click on any of the links. Try to click on anything. Boom.
Oh, yep, never mind.
For
Yeah,
some
website
reason,
officially
the
does not work
splash
still.
page will show up here, but nowhere else.
Yeah.
He was. Oh, I almost just fell out of my rolly chair. Hello, Adam.
gosh.
So, no, he used to host a show, Midnight. It was the Midnight Hour with Adam Balaban. I know because it was on the website. When I looked up the website last year, when I saw that we had a radio booth,
not
and I got
using, by the
super
way.
excited, and I was like, I want to do this, and then realized nobody updated anything.
Yeah, I didn't realize radio was a thing last year.
It wasn't.
My point.
Was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
The only reason I knew about it was because I did the Aikido Club, and there's a What Radio sticker on the window, and I got super excited, and then I looked into it, and then I realized there was nothing here. But I saw the old schedule, and I read all the old schedules and everything, and that's when I realized he had one, and I was avoiding him last year. So
What was your show about, Adam? Midnight
You
things?
avoided me last year?
Oh.
damn it!
Questions.
This is like the
I
word
avoided
vomit
him
all over.
last year. It's okay.
I'm not surprised that if I'm still on the schedule because that never used to get updated. But you ignored me because of that.
No, it wasn't because of that. It was because of various other things. Like at one point, I thought that you thought that I was. Why do you have a Nerf gun?
It wasn't loaded.
Do we have to talk about that? Or?
We don't have to talk about that. No, I'm just.
It's okay. I avoided him. for
There
the
was
longest
word.
know
there,
now,
there
though,
was
so.
there was word vomit at one point. No,
From who?
from her.
from me. Although I didn't get a word vomit as much as I probably could have if it weren't for the fact that somebody walked up last week and it was all like, "Can you drive to my house?" or something. I don't know, but there was word vomit. And I remember it. I'm,
Talking about the party.
what party?
She felt
I
like
don't
she
go to
were
parties.
vomit.
I'm thinking this is last year when you were ignoring me or something.
Oh no, it wasn't ignoring you. It was actively avoiding you.
Because of what happened last week, you
Um,
ignored me last year.
Yeah, she saw it coming. There's no good reason to explain why
I'm
she
not,
avoided
I'm
you.
not trying to be difficult. I just don't understand.
You're really just digging yourself deeper at this point.
Okay,
Really, she's just like
I'll
avoiding,
explain
explaining,
this.
avoiding someone. As he avoids explaining his show that
there's
is
no
being avoided.
rhyme or reason to why we avoid people. I
Pure
am talking
discord.
into the microphone. Let me talk right into the mic. No, I got
There's
this.
no rhyme or reason as
That's
to
actually
why
what you're
we.
supposed to do.
There's no reason as to why, we avoided
avoid people.
certain people.
I avoided him for a whole year. Or actually, I stalked him. It's
She
really
stalked
weird.
him from afar, but never would approach him. I actively avoided you because I don't know why. And then you got the nickname Awkward Adam, and then one thing led to another, and then you
I
know.
didn't give the nickname.
I have a nickname, Awkward Adam.
Yeah. it's alliteration.
Why
We
is
were-
everything coming out on a Saturday night? It's like
Because it's really late at night. It's
'Cause
not
there's-
even really late. What time is it?
It is 10:05. No, this is all coming out now because I've never found another time to actually tell you that we call you Awkward Adam and that I was
Is this when
actively
you're having
avoiding you.
conversations about ATO brothers.
Yeah.
It's okay. I called Mark for the longest time. Crisis
Crisis
avoided.
avoided. We kind of gave nicknames to some of the ATO brothers that.
Because we couldn't remember your names. It was too many people at
Except
once.
Steven's nickname is Steven, right? Because you remember
It's
his name.
actually his.
Steven was my friend before anyone else on campus. Steven was
his
my first
nickname-
friend on campus.
Steven's nickname is my gay boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
That's convenient.
Yeah, he's my gay boyfriend.
But,
Okay, are you and him like close or something?
yeah. he's
yeah.
my gay
They're.
boyfriend.
You don't understand how close they are.
No, because I just remember the story about Adam just invited me to a party and he's like, bitches trying to steal.
Okay, let's
we're Steven's.
we're
AT
Steven
hoes,
we're
so.
Steven's bitches.
Yeah, you can't.
We call it's Steven and Steven's bitches. And every time Steven was invited to anything ATO last year, he silently added and Steven's bitches to the end of it.
Yeah, he just automatically assumed we were invited to everything.
So
but
he would like
chapter.
drag us.
Even though we tried to go to chapter 1.
He almost dragged me to chapter once.
Did he? Damn you.
Almost. And then I was like, I don't want to see people. I'm going back to my room.
Did I just roll over your foot?
But yeah, no, to help.
You two are nice, so yeah.
But yeah, no, we just yeah, that's how I ended up remembering your name. Was you were awkward Adam. We couldn't remember Mark's name, so he was crisis avoided. Alex was that one weird guy that tried hitting on Alyssa that one time. That was
I know what to talk about tonight now.
The one guy,
which one?
he
Resnick was
lives-
Resnick.
yeah, Resnick was Resnick. That was easy.
It's
Or
because you
no,
had philosophy.
guy. 'cause
Oh,
in
he was
my-
philosophy
'cause he
guy
was in my
your
philosophy
philosophy class.
the
We gave
one-
nicknames to
the-
pretty much everybody.
The surfer dude who would be like,
Roth.
yeah. He'd just
He
be like,
was-
what up, Steven? And I'm like,
Clever! Yeah,
Clever!
he was. Whenever we saw him, he was. What's his name? Clever! We don't know why. It helps us remember and differentiate between which one is which. I mean, now we know names, kind of, sort of,
It's funny
mostly.
that you were
You're-
actively avoiding me last year because I thought you might have liked me.
No,
few months
no,
ago.
I was actively avoiding you last year because I was trying to avoid that.
She crab walked in front of me at relay.
but she also begged my.
How do I read that?
She begged Grant, my now ex-boyfriend, to throw money down her
I-
shirt. So don't take anything she does at Relay seriously.
Relay for Life was one of those. Ow! Throwing. I don't.
That's what
those-
the tickets look like. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Relay for Life was one of those days that I was just trying to get out all of my extroverted energy in a while. No, I'm sorry to confuse you. I've been in a
I'm good.
very, very well committed relationship for quite a while now. He's actually listening right now.
I thought so, yeah.
Kylie's just natural flirtation. Like, I thought she loved me at the beginning.
I do love you.
I'm okay. I'm
You've
part
been
of.
seeing her behind my back?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Sorry, I didn't inform anyone.
Whoa!
I'm
No,
dating all the
you and
ATO
Tom,
brothers.
and then you and Towns, and now you and Awkward Adam.
No, I'm
Sorry, I keep calling you that.
We
It's
just talked about this.
This is really your name to us. Like, we don't call you Adam. We call you Awkward Adam.
it's really
That's
bad.
why I don't know. Do you remember her?
Just be happy about the fact that they went to the effort of attaching you a nickname that is based on both your name and an aspect of you, instead of just assigning you the name of a fictional character you played.
Is your name actually Adam?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
You're Townsend?
What?
Townsend.
Townsend. I'm Townsend.
Okay.
Sure.
He is not at all what I think.
Deal.
No, he's actually
take that.
Andrew.
Ah.
Sorry about that.
Workers' comp.
Put underwear to my face.
1 second, my wig be falling off. I need
know.
to fix
I keep
it.
adjusting.
It's hot. Like y'all are about to see me like super. Bleh. Oh my god, it feels so much better now.
It was a wig.
What?
I knew it was a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her hair can't.
Did
grow
I
that
just
fast.
magically grow my hair super? Oh my god! Please don't ruin that. That's a really expensive wig.
Yeah. This is like cosplay wig.
This is my. This is my.
Not Halloween.
This is like my $40 wig that I bought. Had to wait a while to get here because customer service from epiccosplay.com was amazing because they ran out, but they didn't tell on the website that they ran out. So then the person calls me and was all like, "Hey, do you want to wait longer or do you want a new one?" And I was like, "I'll wait longer." And then I got it and I wanted to cuddle with it.
For you concerned listeners, I did give the wig back to her.
Nobody's concerned about my wig but me.
Do you wear that underwear? Just out
No.
of curiosity? Okay.
I do not wear the underwear on my head. For
Okay.
those of you that are like listening and you're like, why is he wearing underwear on his head? Because you
Wait,
would think
that-
that.
It's Hanes. It's
Well,
not
it's
bad.
It's not the case. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
you-
Got it from like Goodwill.
Could be worse. Could be Fruit of the Loom.
And
Yeah,
Goodwill
it's
store in North Carolina, actually.
I think he
Um,
shops at Victoria's Secret. For
I
his
do.
Underwear, though.
Most my underwear.
He likes the ruffles.
Especially if I get like gifts and like the coupons,
They
the
have
best.
ruffles now?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I went shopping there the other
She
day.
danced in front of me
Are-
in
are
her
the-
bra and underwear and was like, they match, and then she danced for like.
Are
5
the
minutes.
Ruffles sour cream and onion?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are.
Yeah, that was really clever. It was.
Yes, I did
They're
do that.
edible.
I
And
did
they're
that this
edible, too.
morning.
They're edible too.
No, that's double clever.
anyone's ever hit on me.
That's a really, yeah.
Well, she's not hitting on you. Harley Quinn is hitting on you.
Yeah.
I don't
No, it's-
understand
No, because
anymore.
Mr. J would get mad at me.
Nice.
Mr. J would slap
Mr.
you
J.
around. I can't function anymore. Okay.
So yeah, the midnight hour was the show.
Okay. I did ask that.
10 minutes ago.
It was
What
a
did
show.
you do on the midnight hour?
We played old music
That's pretty cool.
from
Did-
before 2000, and then we started playing commercials too as a gimmick.
Did you ever talk?
No, I didn't invite callers. I didn't talk about current issues. I would do like announcements, like when they had the writing contest. They used to have writing contests.
Oh, I've just been imagining for this entire time, ever since I saw the Midnight Hour with Adam Balaban. Speaking of, I didn't realize it was you until after I learned your last name, and I only learned your last name because Steven was like, "Do you know Adam's last name?" And I'm like, "Awkward Adam," and he's like, "Yeah, do you know it?" I'm like, "No," and he goes, "Balaban, it's fun to say, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, it is!" And then like this was like a half-hour conversation about just how fun your last name was to say. Steven's a really interesting guy.
I am attracted's not the right word. I am
He's attractive.
Dead air.
No, did anyone else just hear Alyssa?
I heard it.
Okay, I heard her. You hear her go, "Awkward Adam," and I was like, "Oh, it's so great that we're now telling you this stuff."
I'm honored at the same time kind of disturbed about the conversations about me that you and Steven have.
Are you kidding me? Are
What?
you?
No,
No, because Steven has conversations about Marissa's boobs.
I was about to say, I am the only one who.
To the microphone.
It's a baggy
Put him up
shirt.
to the microphone.
Say things. Don't be shy.
Your boobs aren't going to say anything. Nobody. Oh my God, Marissa.
Damage the mic.
I
was
always liked
half
it.
expecting them to say something. Like I was legitimately like, is
They
there
say
gonna be
shit.
a sound?
They say things. They say, "Bitch, get me out of this thing. It's uncomfortable." And then I take a shower.
Mm.
They talk to me.
I take a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I guess that makes sense.
I rip
don't
off the
know.
bra and I take a shower.
I don't wear bras.
We know, because men don't wear bras.
You don't know.
This
Okay.
is why we have
Well, we're a
feminist hour.
You suspect. You
Yeah.
don't know. You didn't take a picture of the bunnies?
No.
There was a bunny, and
There
it was
was
a
one
man
guy as a
dressed
bunny.
as a bunny without a shirt on.
Everyone was a zombie.
I like bunnies.
They all like hoarded into the booth at once, and I freaked out.
Did he have a tail?
I don't
didn't
know.
get grumpy. I did my job.
You had grumpy cat face on. You were like
I'm doing my job. I don't.
grumpy.
I've been listening. He's been grumpy tonight.
What? Yeah.
I think the only person in here right now, the only people. Well, let me rephrase this. Tom and I have been grumpy tonight.
You have. I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh
mean to make you
no! I
grumpy.
closed the door and came in here and like ranted about how. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Adam knows because he was probably listening.
I'm sorry. I was.
I was the one that posted, I don't want to talk about Marissa because I just laughed so hard.
That was at the
I
very
thought that was so funny.
beginning.
Yeah, back when the show was
I'm really
you know,
sorry, but
taken
I
off.
was.
and
They
now
were
it's-
out
I
there like
don't
just sitting there on their phone, and I'm like, this is part radio show, part bonding.
I don't want to bond. I'm an
Yeah.
introvert.
That was the thing, though. I
Because I
didn't
wanna
know how to work
bond.
the phone,
It's
so that's
okay.
why I never accepted requests,
You
which
just
I
put
was
it on
perfectly
speaker.
fine with.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the phone is. Speaking of anyone who's listening right now, all 5 of you, if anybody wants to call in, so that we have a.
yeah, you're picking on the person from Dallas earlier.
I don't know who they are.
I don't know who that is.
Tumblr listener, I hope.
Probably not.
It might be Lynn's mother. She lives in Texas. Lynn, who is a co-host of my show.
Because I know the
What?
one.
Why would she be listening?
I don't know, because she listens to our show, so she might just support the radio in general.
Maybe. Because I know we had 2 Texas IP addresses, and one was Solo's, because it's the same one that he always has, because he always listens to me, because. Yeah.
Angela lives near Dallas,
But she's not there right
here.
now.
She's here.
Hmm.
I was trying to think of Texas people.
Yeah. I don't. I know a Texas person, and that is my boyfriend.
It's George W. Bush.
Oh my God, it's George W. Bush!
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Our mascot. It's John B. Stetson.
No,
Um,
no. Our
how-
mascot's George W. Bush.
How many viewers do you generally have?
We get like 10.
We go between 10's about average.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to have an average of 2 or 3.
I thought you were gonna like blow us away with like 20, and I was
no. That's what, like, when I was on the radio, and it might just been my time slot because I don't know how many people are awake at midnight on
Yeah.
Fridays.
I am
That was a gimmick, but
every
anyway.
night.
I think I did a total of 22 episodes, maybe. And the highest episode I ever had was the second one, which was a Halloween special, which was 6.
okay.
It never got higher than 6.
We have about an average of 10. At one point, we had, what, 15?
Must be so nice working in this age of radio.
I know what this semester we're focusing on getting radio shows, but next semester is promotion, right?
Listenership.
All about the promotion.
So we're probably gonna be tabling and all that. So
Yeah, phase 1 is programming, phase 2 is listenership.
Tom,
which-
can I say something?
Yeah, certainly.
If we're trying to get listenership, can we please try to make it to where the music between shows isn't the random stuff that I hear whenever I log on What Radio?
well, I think the listenership is for just shows. We have 7 listeners now.
Hello.
Do you have music when there's nothing
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah, we have it on random. I've been trying to think of something for a while as an alternative because it would be nice to just be able to have people turn it on and leave it on. But no one wants to listen to literally 17 days worth of music on random because it is random. It's going to go from Beethoven to Russian disco to, punk music like that.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
That's how it's always been. Yeah, that's the system I inherited, but,
Except for last semester, there used to be a lot of dead air.
Yeah, it used to be completely off air because no one was doing their show anymore but me.
Well, I remember that, and I don't know if this was like somebody told me to do this or if I just figured to do it myself, but whenever I was done with the show around 1 o'clock in the morning, I left it to automatically play.
Yeah, that's
And
what
to
you're
not-
supposed to do.
So I didn't understand if there was just nobody on the radio, or if the
I don't,
system was
I don't know.
failing. It's weird because you're looking there and I just see our reflections.
Yeah, people are querying things. I don't know what's happening.
Staring at us. Hi. I don't.
Howdy, everyone outside
Wait,
of
is
the
that
booth
Alyssa?
is.
Yeah, listen.
Yes, because she's dressed like Black Cat, which is the
Yeah.
Catwoman equivalent to Spider-Man
Yeah. yeah.
that nobody knows.
I don't understand why everyone was looking at us really confused.
Can they hear us? Is there a speaker going? Or?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I used to do that too. I would remove the applause sign and I don't know if we used to have speakers here. I don't know if this.
I don't think we have
I
speakers.
would put a speaker out there so it would like go into night lights, and then the door was open, so if anyone was walking by the mailboxes, they could hear music and.
Yeah, we're trying to keep Peace safe, not on her tail, because we didn't technically reserve nightlights. So we
okay.
could get in trouble for.
Okay.
Well, you guys can get in trouble.
I could get in trouble.
I'm just gonna say it's a What Radio event. Tom's in charge.
Oh, we were told that we had nightlights. What are you talking about? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Tom said.
Tom
it's
said-
perfectly fine.
I'd also like to point out that we keep getting people like attending our event on Facebook.
Really?
Like we started off with 30 people attending the event tonight, and now we're up to 36.
But they're not attending.
I don't understand.
Maybe they're coming in
They're
at
audio.
influxes.
They're audioly attended.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
not even
all
a
we
word.
expect.
Yeah. We don't expect the people like halfway across the country to be here in this room.
I do.
Well, we did get
That
the
would
whole
be nice.
cross-country team, so I'm not expecting any more than that.
No. I'm expecting everybody from across. I'm expecting my boyfriend to fly in from Texas and surprise me right now. Not gonna happen. I understand this. He has work on Monday, but that's fine.
I have
Tot-
work on Monday.
Nobody
You
has
have
work
work
on
on
I have
Monday.
rehearsal on Sunday at 1, so that's going to be fun after staying up all night.
But you said you have mostly piano parts, so you're just going to sleep on the piano.
Well,
side.
no. That was just a joke. But I think
would
I'm
really sleep.
running around
Maybe
doing
less
stuff
than
for
that.
most of Act 2. Act 2 is like the crazy part of the play.
Act 2's when he kills people.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm the murderer. Maybe I'm not. You'll have to
Maybe I'm
come.
murderer,
You'll
maybe
have to
not.
come and see the Stetson
wasn't
Theater
planning on
Department's
I have to go to
for-
church that day.
production of the
You
musical
church.
comedy Murders of 1940.
My Catholicism
This
is kicking in really hard this semester.
November 20th through the 20 November 21st through the 24th at the
When's-
Second Stage Theater.
Heard
When's
about this at all.
Thanksgiving break?
The weekend after that.
Okay,
Fourth
'cause-
Thursday.
okay.
Yeah,
It seems really.
It's the next week after the show.
Your show seemed really like late. It was like during Thanksgiving?
No, I'm specifically saving up the last cultural credit I ever need to technically earn at Stetson University for that play because that's the day that you're going to meet Tom's mom. I'm saving it up so I can remember, like, looking back, I can be like,
You are
My-
there when I meet significant others.
I am.
You are.
I have
and
to be there.
You kind of laugh at me. 'Cause
I do.
I'm really awkward.
I mean, I'm really awkward too. I'm terrified of Solo's mother. I am terrified of her. Like,
You're
even
not
though,
helping me here, Kylie.
even though,
My
like,
mother is the nicest person in the world.
even though
Thank you.
apparently she likes me, because according to him, I'm the only girl that he's ever brought home that she likes.
You ain't white trash girl. Oh. Not insinuating
I
every
think-
girl you've dated is white trash.
Is that another superhero, white trash girl?
Yeah. That could be Kylie's role in Manatee Girl.
Are you okay?
I was just thinking about back home.
I have been to where you live, and I can accurately describe most of the girls as white trash girls.
Good old Polk County
I'm
for
not-
you.
Could be white trash girl.
Polk County.
Good old Polk County.
Polk County,
Where
where
you're
Named after one of the least memorable presidents we
where
ever
you're
had.
most likely related.
It is true.
I know.
That's
I
not
was
fu-
there.
That's not funny, Marissa. That stuff happens.
It's hilarious.
My
to me.
mother, my mother, Solo and I had a really big fight last year. I'm gonna call it a fight just for the sake of an
Yeah,
argument
you
and
didn't
everything.
create an online dating profile or anything.
Shut up, Marissa. Anywho, we're calling it a fight for the sake of argument, and just make it easier. But I go home and my mom's like, well, you can go date so-and-so. And I'm like, Mom, who's that? He's like, oh, he's your fifth cousin. I'm like, you're talking about cousin. I don't remember what his name is now because I grew up with him calling him my cousin. And she's like, yeah, he's your fifth cousin, but that's okay. It's perfectly legal, Kylie. And I'm like, this is so gross. Like, I don't.
It's only gross because you know it. If she had never told you, then
Well, given the fact that I
6
am
months
not
later.
attracted to white guys, apparently, it doesn't matter either which way.
There's
National,
movement.
what?
He's so smart.
Lewis is attempting to break into the radio station.
According,
that
according.
was the other thing too. The codes changed, so I could never have gone back in.
If you want to host a show, just ask and I'll give you a submission.
I'm
form.
not saying that's not
And you
why I
need to
said
turn
that.
it into me. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what do you need, Lewis?
Okay. This question's for you.
Okay.
What is the popular slogan of soft toy line Nerf?
Oh yeah, that's right. You still have the gun.
The
Oh,
Ooh, I know
the
that.
Look
question
on
was.
the-
What
know
is
that.
the popular? What is the slogan for the popular?
well,
soft
which?
toy
How
line?
old is this thing?
It's the well-known one, not the recent one.
Can anybody say?
The old one, not like the enlist,
I don't
enforce,
know.
in whatever thing.
No.
Not that one. The God, the old Nerf slogan. I don't remember what was the old Nerf slogan.
It's Nerf or no.
Oh, it's
Yes.
Nerf or nothing.
Oh, I would've
I remember
won.
that now.
I would have won.
Because every time they like would shove the football up to the camera, be like, it's Nerf or nothing.
There's some guy who liked one of our photos on Facebook, and he's a mutual friend by means of my older sister. Now, my older sister's friends on Facebook sometimes scare me. His name is Tim Ponygroom.
Hello, Tim Ponygroom.
Oh,
That is a
of the
Strange name.
of the Manchester Pony.
I would
Groom?
love to be Mrs. Ponygroom.
It's not a real name.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, big surprise.
biscuit.
No, it's
Biscuit,
in
that's the
reference
best.
Holy
to his.
biscuits.
I've been trying to censor myself because apparently Kylie's randomly gonna throw in a curse jar.
Yeah,
where
weren't you talking about this in the last week's episode?
Yeah.
Can we get a cursor? Can we get that bleep sound?
I
No.
want to.
No. Amy said she would come in one day.
Once
and
we
do
have
it.
like we're looking at maybe getting a soundboard, which I alluded to earlier.
I mean, we might not be able to time it well enough, but we could try.
Use
It'd
the
be
code,
hard.
Lewis. Use the
Use the
It
code.
would just be
code.
fun.
Use the floss, young one.
You must do what you think is right.
I'm
of
really
course.
upset that the What Radio websites doesn't work.
Well, talk to Lewis because it's his job to build us a new
God,
one, and it'll be up
see?
once he has the new
Just
one
like
done.
the old days.
You're
no?
giving
Yeah.
assignments to people.
Just like the old
Just
days.
like the old
Everything's
days.
falling apart. We're desperately
No,
trying to
that's what
keep this
ticked me-
leaky old
What ticked
Tim.
me off is when the archive feature wouldn't work. I would not do a show when it wouldn't work because I wanted to save it.
Yeah.